intervention has further restored the confidence of the people of Rivers State in his leadership, while commending the people of the state for their belief in the president and continuous support in his tireless efforts to return the country to the path of progress and development. Nyesom Wike called on all stakeholders in the state to work together harmoniously in the collective interest of the state and its people. He, however, cautioned troublemakers, especially the fifth columnists, who are always seeking to benefit from the crisis, to stay away from the state, saying that moving forward, the only news that will emanate from Rivers State will be that of peace, progress, and development. In another battery of project execution that will open up the city center, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has flagged off the construction of the Wuye District Road project. Onodu Yakubu reports that the minister said he remained focused and steadfast in changing the narratives on infrastructure development despite distractions.
These heavy-duty machines are not lined up for sale, but a show of capacity to hit the ground running in the construction of the arterial road N1 from Wuye District to the Ring Road 2. FCDA Acting Executive Secretary
Wuse District in phase 1 and continues into phase 2 through Wuye
Road serve as a symbol of growth, connectivity, and prosperity for all citizens of the FCT.
Expected to be completed in 20 months, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says he remains resolute in actualizing President Tinubu's mandate of transforming the capital city through infrastructure provisions.
I am prepared to support and help Mr. President to achieve
On politics, the Independent National Electoral Commission, FCT, has intensified efforts to ensure eligible voters are not left behind ahead of the area council elections. INEC officials took to the streets of Abuja for a sensitization roadwork, urging residents across the 6 area council to take advantage of the continuous voter registration exercise before the deadline. Rabia Shaibu reports.
Different wards across the FCT, including all 6 area councils, are opening their doors for in-person voter registration and biometrics capturing. While online registration ended on the 15th of September, physical registration at INEC's continuous voter registration centers will run from September 29 to October 8 between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. INEC officials marched through major spots in Abuja, sensitizing residents on the importance of participating in the process.
Come out, go register. INEC did their office for area 10. We also get office for all the area councils.
Different wards across the FCT, including all 6 area councils, are open voter registration and biometrics capturing. While online registration ended on the 15th of September, physical registration 29 to October 8 between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. INEC officials marched through major spots in Abuja, sensitizing residents on the importance of participating.
The turnout has been heavy, even here at the Area 10 office. By the time we move to the RA level on the 29th, I think more people should be able to come out and participate.
The Commission is urging FCT residents to use this window to collect their permanent voter cards, replace lost or damaged ones, and to register as first-time voters. Officials say youth participation and first-time voter turnout have already seen a significant increase, a development they hope will translate into greater civic engagement.
The CVR exercise is still ongoing, so we have uncollected cards at our centers. Right now at the 7 registration centers in the FCT, there are cards there for people to collect, for those who have not collected their cards. And we would also want people to know that after the CVR exercise, the Commission will run a deduplication process to deduplicate the data, and then everybody that passes through the process, that's everybody who genuinely registered and have not registered before, would have their PVC.
With area council elections approaching, INEC insists that active participation now through registration and card collection remains the surest way for residents to have their voices heard at the polls. In Abuja, Rabia Shaib, NTA News.
We apologize for the loss of audio in some of the reports. Moving on, for education to be inclusive and sustainable, government matters with attention to pupils and students with special needs. That was the submission of stakeholders in the education sector during the 17th Annual National Conference of Primary and Tertiary Teacher Education Association of Nigeria, held in Nasarawa State University, Kefi.
Up almost 10% of Nigeria's population, hence the need to prioritize educating people with special needs. Creating this awareness is the aim of Parthian's 17th National Conference. National Chairman, Universal Basic Education Commission, Senator Umaru Tanko Almakura says, keying into teachers' development and rationalization will improve Nigeria's education standard.
We have a lot to contribute in terms of encouraging the institutions and state suburb to ensure that they key into teacher development, teacher rationalization, teacher professionalization. These are what we need if our education development will be sustained.
Vice Chancellor, Nasarawa State University Kefi, Professor Saadatu Hassan Liman, in a message, as well as other stakeholders in the education sector, were unanimous in their views that education can only be inclusive if pupils and students with special needs are given the desired attention.
The theme of the conference is very apt. It's about, or you consider people with disabilities, for instance, they make up about 10% of the whole population of the nation, and if you add other vulnerabilities like homeless people, female children, out of school children, the numbers keep piling, and it is an alarming number.
Sustainable development in the future, and also to ensure that the disabilities are all included in the growth of education and also the provision of education.
If you should go to advanced countries, they don't even have special school.
Leadership in the education sector requires dedication and vision.
That we have established a beginning from the immediate going dreams, and that which they should keep to that. This is what I advise them all the time, and they should always know that it's sacrifice, sacrifice, and sacrifice, because there is nothing you can do without committing yourself and sacrificing, and you achieve.
Beyond the celebration, ceremony also recognized excellence, outstanding staff, and best performing heads of departments.
Leadership to me is a challenge. I don't celebrate it because the reward of hard work is more work. I've been the head of department for the past 2 years. I know what it means to get there.
Retirees were not left out, as they also received awards of recognition for their years of meritorious service to the institution, a gesture described as both encouraging and inspiring for the upcoming staff.
If you have worked in a particular place for so long and you are called upon for recognition of your service, I think it's something that everyone should look forward to.
Their watchwords should be commitment and total loyalty.
It has been a wonderful experience working with, and I appreciate the management for honoring us.
The provost noted that such recognitions are designed to boost morale, deepen institutional loyalty, and strengthen the drive towards innovation and development in the college. Hawagimba and
to make the has called on the Nigeria Union of Journalists (NUJ) to partner with it in driving transparency and accountability at the grassroots level through its newly launched Local Government Accountability Project, Local GAP. Correspondent reports that this was made known during a courtesy visit to the union. The courtesy visit to the NUJ, the project lead, Elder John Shoibu, and head of mission, Nwazuluehu Shield, said the objective is to strengthen transparency accountability, and citizen engagement in all of Nigeria's 774 local government areas. They lamented that for too long, the local government system has suffered from neglect, inefficiency, and opacity with basic services such as healthcare, education, sanitation, and rural roads either poorly delivered or completely absent due to a lack of resources, but largely the absence of accountability.
We need the Nigerian press to shine its light into the dark corners of local governance, to amplify citizens' concern, to highlight best practices, and to hold leaders accountable to their promises and responsibilities. We are, therefore, here to formally seek this historic national effort.
We have interacted with the local government chairman, we interact with all the major stakeholders, like I said at the beginning, Aldon, Nogi, and all the major stakeholders. Any state that Nogi and all the major stakeholders, any state that deliberately refuses to follow up and to obey the Supreme Court.
The initiative pledged to provide data, tools and platforms that will support the media's watchdog role, including capacity building for investigative reporting at the local government level. They further urged Nigerians to take ownership of the project by getting involved in governance at the grassroots. In Abuja, in a display of solidarity, the civil defense officers were advising families of fallen heroes and NSCDC personnel in the Federal Capital Territory. This initiative underscores the commitment to support.
The initiative specifically reaches wives of fallen heroes and active NSCDC personnel within the FCT command. The beneficiaries, including widows and dependents, who have supported NSCDC welfare and community resilience, ensuring families have access to the FCT command, with volunteers ensuring orderly, dignified handover of food parcels. Each package